Here's something that's probably going to bother a lot of realtors. I'm going to tell you that most realtors out there spend more time looking for excuses than they do looking for clients. And we're going to address that on today's episode. Do you know how many times I hear the excuses? How many times I hear people whine and complain? It's the market. It's the economy. It's these interest rates. All my leads suck. It's not the leads. Social media doesn't work. My broker doesn't support me the right way. But there's agents who are winning right now. And you know what they're doing while you're hunting for excuses? They're hunting for clients. And that's why they're winning. And that's why they're beating you. I do get it, because the truth is, excuses are a lot more comfortable than action. Excuses feel productive. They sound logical. They let you talk without the pressure of changing anything. Blaming the market is a lot easier than actually prospecting for leads. Criticizing social media is way easier than actually learning it. Complaining about leads is much easier than consistent follow-up. Excuses protect your ego. That's true. But they also prevent you from winning. Because let's be honest, if it's the market's fault, it's not your skill set, or at least that's what you believe. And there's a lot of ways that this comes to fruition. Here's an uncomfortable truth. A lot of realtors out there resent top producers. Not because they're unethical, but because they're consistent. Instead of asking, what are they doing differently? They say, oh, they're just lucky. They have better leads. They just know the right people. And that resentment is costing you income. The agents you're judging are the same agents you should be learning from. Humble yourself today, and you can be the next big winner. Learn from these people. And what you'll find is that most top producers will actually help if you ask. But your ego is what's preventing you from doing that. And that's why they're winning and you're not. A lot of times it's your mindset, guys. I'm going to tell you right now, there are 2 words that kill more real estate careers than bad markets ever will. And those 2 words are, I know. I know how to prospect. I know social media. I know follow-up. I know what works. But knowing doesn't get you paid. Doing does. I don't care what you know. What do you do? What do you do every day? I don't care that you could judge people. I want to know what you do. The good news for a lot of you guys is that top producers, many of them, they're not smarter than you, but they are coachable. And the moment that you think you know everything is the moment when growth stops. Be humble, be honest, be willing to learn, be willing to be coached. People remember great quarterbacks, not great armchair quarterbacks. There's a difference. Here's another thing that's holding a lot of realtors back in today's market. Feeling sorry for yourself. This year didn't go the way I hoped. I worked hard, but I just didn't get the results I wanted. It's just not my time. Here's the hard truth. The market doesn't care about your effort, only your effectiveness. Self-pity feels justified, but it keeps you stuck. Winning requires ownership, not sympathy. If things don't go your way today, no problem. Make them go your way tomorrow. You had a deal that fell through at the last minute, so did everybody else. It's not what happens to you, it's how do you react to what happens to you that sets us apart. If you want to know the fastest way to grow in real estate, ask better questions. Instead of resenting successful agents, have a conversation with them. Hey, if you wouldn't mind telling me, what does your daily schedule look like? Because top producers, they have a schedule. If you don't, that's where your problem starts. How exactly do you follow up with all these leads that you get? How often do you do it? What does it look and sound like? What are some of the things that you stopped doing that helped you grow, right? Maybe you shouldn't be writing every one of your contracts. Maybe you should be hiring a transaction coordinator. Maybe you shouldn't be doing all of your own marketing. Maybe you should work with a firm that can help you put great content together. Ask the right questions. Because a lot of times we think that the top producing agents are keeping all this information to themselves. And it's just not true, guys. You see the influencers. They literally tell you what to do. Are you willing to do it? That's the question. I do have some good news, though, in this episode. If you're struggling in this market, it's not because you're broken. And it's not because you can't figure it out and turn things around. But it might be because you're being distracted by your own excuses, by your own ego, or by your own emotions. Stop searching for reasons and excuses why things won't work. Start searching for clients. Start searching for mentors. Start searching for accountability with yourself. Because in real estate, agents who win aren't luckier. They're just more honest with themselves, and they put their ideas into action. If this episode hit close to home, good. Growth starts with discomfort. Share with someone who needs to hear the truth. Thanks for joining us for today's episode, everybody. If you want to hear more content, follow us at Real Estate Right Now Pod on YouTube. Once you're there, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. And if you want to follow me directly, check me out. It's Dave Wychak at Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, all the socials that you're already using.